Warning: ignoring your pet's true emotions can lead to dangerous misunderstandings. Picture this: you're relaxing on your couch, and your dog wags its tail, gazing up at you with big, soulful eyes. It seems happy, right? However, those wagging tails and puppy eyes can be deceptive. Many pet owners misinterpret animal emotions, overlooking critical warning signs that reveal a different story. Your dog's excitement might not mean joy at all. There's a fine line between happiness and stress that often goes unnoticed, and failing to recognize it can put both pets and owners at risk. Consider a cat hissing or a dog growling. The natural instinct is to back away, but what if that animal is overwhelmed, desperately seeking help in a way we fail to comprehend? This behavior is frequently mistaken for aggression when it's really a plea for understanding. Animals reflect our emotions, but do we grasp the full extent of that connection? When you're anxious, does your pet mirror that anxiety? Their reactions are often more complex than we want to admit. Think of a child playing with a seemingly harmless snake, oblivious to its body language. The snake's flicking tongue and stillness are misread as calmness, but they actually signal stress. These moments can escalate quickly, turning playful interactions into perilous ones. Here's the unsettling truth: we often project our emotions onto animals, interpreting their behavior through a human lens. This miscommunication can have serious consequences. Your cat might seem aloof, but it could be signaling discomfort or fear. So, how do we navigate this intricate web of animal behavior? Start by closely observing subtle cues. The flick of a tail, the position of airspeeds could be critical signs you're ignoring. Before dismissing these behaviors, think back to a time you misread an animal's intentions. Did that misunderstanding lead to an awkward encounter or something worse? As you reflect, remember the next time you label an animal's behavior as bad or good, pause and look deeper. The takeaway is both urgent and profound. Developing emotional intelligence in interpreting animal behavior is a skill that requires constant practice and awareness. Understanding these signs not only strengthens your bond with animals, but also helps prevent potential crises. If you found this insight valuable, consider what else might be hidden beneath the surface. Keep exploring, and who knows what you'll discover next. What if I told you your pet's behavior might be signaling for help, but you just can't hear it? Many people believe they understand their pet's emotions, assuming that a wagging tail or a soft purr means happiness. But what if those signals can sometimes be misinterpreted? Misreading these emotional cues can jeopardize your pet's well-being. Imagine this: you come home after a long day, and your dog rushes to the door, tail wagging excitedly. It feels like pure joy, right? But what if that wagging tail is actually a sign of anxiety? Beneath that excitement, there could be a deeper struggle. You might have noticed a sudden bark, but could it be something more serious? Ignoring these signals can mean overlooking emotional distress. A cat that hides instead of seeking your attention might not just be shy, it could be a cry for help. Many of us interpret animal behavior through a human lens, but pets have their own ways of communicating, and we might not be tuning in. Think back to a time when your pet acted out unexpectedly. Maybe your dog chewed on furniture or your cat knocked over a vase. At first glance, it might seem like mischief. But what if that behavior was actually a sign of deeper anxiety? What if they were acting out because they felt neglected, overwhelmed, or threatened by changes in their environment? Ignoring these subtle cues can lead to serious consequences, straining your relationship with your pet and resulting in more significant behavioral issues. Now, you might be asking, what can I do? It's all about tuning into those subtle signals. Start observing the moments when your pet seems off. What's happening around them? Is there a loud noise, a new person, or a shift in routine? Each time, ask yourself, what are they really feeling? As you become more aware, you'll start to notice patterns. A tail tucked between the legs does just mean submission, it could indicate fear. Understanding this could be the key difference between a happy pet and one that feels trapped in its own home. So the next time your pet acts out, take a moment. Instead of reacting immediately, reflect on the emotions behind their actions. Remember, they're trying to communicate in their own way. As we wrap up, consider this: what if you could transform your pet's life simply by changing your perspective? By recognizing the signs of emotional distress, you are opening the door to a deeper connection. You are not just a pet owner, you're their advocate. If you found this perspective opening, take a moment today to really observe your pet. You might discover something that could change both of your lives for the better. What if I told you that misinterpreting an animal's behavior could not only lead you astray, but also put them in danger? Stick around, because your understanding of animal emotions might be taking you down a risky path. Many people believe they grasp animal behavior through their own emotional lens, but here's the catch: many of those beliefs are misconceptions. These misunderstandings can significantly affect how we interact with our pets and even wild animals. Picture yourself at the park watching a dog wagging its tail. You might assume it's happy and excited, but what if that wagging tail actually signals anxiety? This misinterpretation could create a dangerous situation for both you and the dog. Now, consider another scenario. Have you ever seen a cat curled up tightly? You might think it's just napping, but what if that cat is feeling vulnerable and stressed? Misreading this can lead to unwanted aggression or anxiety. The stakes are high, and the consequences can be serious. We often project our feelings onto animals. When we see a frightened creature, our instinct is to comfort it. However, our attempts to soothe can sometimes backfire. Imagine reaching out to touch a scared rabbit. Instead of finding comfort, it may feel trapped and react defensively. This highlights an important point: animals express emotions in ways that can be unfamiliar to us. Their body language is a complex mix of instinct and survival, not the emotional cues we typically rely on. Ignoring this can lead to misinterpretations that affect our relationships with them, standing and mistrust. Now, let's raise the stakes a bit. Picture a wildlife rescue team rushing in to help what they think is a distressed animal, only to realize they've entered a territory where the animal feels threatened. Their good intentions can quickly turn into aggression, transforming a rescue mission into a chaotic escape. So, how do we bridge this gap? First, we need to cultivate awareness by observing the subtle nuances in animal behavior without immediately